So hey guys, today I'm going to be doing my back to school Q&A video. I posted a picture on Instagram 2 hours ago and I have a lot of responses, so I figured I should probably cut it off now and just do it before I get too many responses. So I'm going to do a comment when I finish this video on the bottom of it saying, I filmed this now, so you can stop giving me questions. But yeah, anyway, I didn't post it on Twitter or anything because I don't really go on Twitter much, and it was a spur of the moment thing. So yeah, and I'm sat in my bed because I figured I'd have a bit more of a casual background. So yeah, let's get straight to it. The first question comes from, okay, my phone's gone black, X underscores, I think it's meant to be Zoe underscore 8 underscore X. What do you do during breaks and lunches? Well, during breaks and lunches I tend to stuff my face with food, and I sit with my friends, Molly and Jade, and then like halfway through we like kind of eat and then we like chill and just joke around, and depending on what time of the year it is, if we've got exams we will study in our breaks and lunches. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we do. We get our books out and we like quiz each other and stuff on subjects and things that we do that are similar, or like sometimes we just have a break and I don't know, we talk to people, or like I go to my boyfriend Matt, and yeah, so that sort of thing. Next is from, I think it's Rao. It'll be written along the bottom. Is year 10/11 hard work? Year 10 I kind of didn't really take it that seriously. Year 11 was definitely harder, but I would say the end half of year 11 was really difficult. It's a lot of work put involved, like, in it, so if you put more work in from the beginning of year 10 all the way through, it's not as hard at the end of year 11 and it really does pay off. But I don't know, I would say they are hard. Like, looking back on it now, I think I did the best I could have done, so I don't think there's much more I could have done, like much more I could do to make it better. And you know, like, it's hard, but it's not the hardest thing you've ever done in your life. Well, I suppose it could be. For me, like, I don't know, they're difficult, but if you really put in the time and effort, they're not as difficult as everyone makes out. So be good. Next is, my name is Kate underscore. Do you have any tips on surviving triple science? The thought of 9 science exams next summer scares me a lot. Buy the revision guides. If you do AQA science, you can get the revision guides from AQA. Don't buy the CPG ones because they're rubbish. Get the actual AQA ones. You can go on Amazon, they're like £5 each. Getting the actual revision guides that your exam board makes, I thought, was the most like vital thing, because as soon as I got them they helped me so much, because you know, you do work in lessons from the textbooks, you can then come home, or getting the textbooks themselves is also quite helpful, because then you can come home or borrow them from school and you know exactly what your notes were on or what your work was on, and you have, you know, the sort of thing that your teacher uses to teach you, you've got in front of you, you know, it's really helpful. So buying the textbooks or revision guides I think is essential, and really just breaking it down, and don't try and do too much at once. Take a couple of subjects at a time. I really like the AQA triple science revision guides because they split it all up into chapters, so you can just think, right, I'm going to do a chapter tonight, I'm just going to learn it, get it all done with, and they have loads of questions and like tips and like little things like this comes up a lot, you know, like little hints and tips on things that are good. So 9 science exams is a lot, but when you think about it, I mean, let's think, what did I do? Right, chemistry exam. I got an A star in one of them, a D in the other, and a B in the other, and I came out with a... No, is that... That can't be right. Maybe I got an A, a B, and a D, and I came out with a B overall. So, you know, you don't, like, have to do terribly... Like, if you do mess up in one of the 3 exams, it doesn't mean you're completely gone. Like, I thought I was going to fail chemistry, I convinced myself I was, but I ended up doing quite good, so don't panic. Oh my god, I need to go quicker through these questions. Okay, S March 41112. How to prepare for GCSEs. Revise, revise, revise. Go over your work. Make sure you know what you need to know. Hello, it's Jess XX. Should you pick what you enjoy or best at for A-levels? This is interesting because if you know what you want to do when you're older, then I would say pick like things that will fit into your career and things that you're good at. So which is probably things that you enjoy doing. So I would think I think there's a balance between picking things you enjoy or things that you are good at, because I mean, for me personally, the things I enjoy are the things I'm like quite good at, so I think that's because I put more effort into them and I pay attention more. But if it's not that way for you and the things you really enjoy you just aren't very good at, maybe that's kind of like an alarm bell saying maybe that's not the sort of thing that you want to do, because maybe you're not actually that good at it, and that doesn't mean it's completely the end of the road. Maybe you just need to put more effort into that subject to get your grades up. But if it's something that I don't know, you're not really suited for, let's say you really hate maths but you really want to be like a physicist, well, physics has a lot of maths in, so maybe it's not gonna work. So you need to kind of pick things that you enjoy doing, because you've got to do them for like GCSEs, like 3 years, A-levels 2 years, and then your A-levels obviously are going to kind of link on to if you want to do university or a job, so you're going to do them for like a long time. So you've got to pick things you enjoy doing, but you've also got to be good at them because you want to get good grades. I hope that answered that question. Sophie, Elizabeth, Jane, X. What are your makeup essentials for school? BB cream, mascara, and powder. Katie Chan, study tips for GCSEs. I kind of already covered that, like just really revising, trying to not get distracted, but at the same time giving yourself breaks so you can, you know, chillax a little bit, and then going back into it, getting the revision guides. That's kind of my biggest tips. I'm probably going to do another video on that at some point. Katie Langdon, XOX, have you got any healthy lunch or snack ideas? I really love hummus and carrot sticks. Sounds really crazy, but it's like my favourite like snacks at the moment. I also really love, you can get popcorn flavoured like rice cakes, so they're like popcorn like mashed up, sorry it's my phone, mashed up into these little like cake things. So they're not cakes, they're like little, they're round like this big, and they're like really thin and they're dry, and it's like eating popcorn that's all been mashed together, and it tastes like popcorn and it's really healthy. I really like them. Or just general rice cakes. Underscore Mawaroni, I think I said that right. How to make yourself want to go to school. Doing things you enjoy, having a good group around you, good friends, good relationship with your teachers, making sure that you're not putting yourself in positions with people you don't want to be in. If you don't like who you're sat next to, go and tell the teacher, because there might be a way you can get moved, or if, you know, you say that they're affecting your work, then they're going to have to move you. Is Emma R underscore 27. Any tips for year 10? Year 10, you just got to take it seriously. Don't mess around. Make sure you're really organised. Do your homework, do your coursework. Just get it done. Don't mess around. Like, year 9, I would say, is the year that if you're going to mess around in one year, do it in year 9. But don't mess around. I'm not telling you to mess around. But just really, year 10, you're doing your coursework and stuff and your controlled assessments, just do it right the first time, so you don't have to mess around redoing it all in year 11, because year 11's, you've got so many more important things to do than like correcting your year 10 stuff. Louisa Serentina, I think I said that right. What year are you going into? Favourite subject and future career? I'm going into year 12, which is first year of sixth form, or would be your first year of college. So I'm 16, I don't know what it's like in America or other countries. My favourite subject is probably, well, I'm doing A-levels, I'm doing physics, maths, geology and history. I love history and geology, those two are my favourite, absolutely favourite subjects. Probably more geology than history at the moment, because I went to summer school during the holidays and did geology, and it's just kind of got my head buzzing with geology. Future career, maybe something in geology, I really don't know. Holly underscore Hilton. Any tips on how to revise for tests? Just keep focused, and if you put in the effort and that sort of thing, you'll get the good results. I don't really know what else to say. Rachel Richards 11. How do you keep your makeup on all day? It doesn't stay on all day. Surprise. Enzel123. I'm picking my options this year. What did you pick for GCSEs? I did textiles, French, business studies, geology and history. My school also made us do short course ICT and RCS. Not all schools do that. So yeah, I really liked that. I didn't like textiles, I didn't like French, but I really liked business, history and geology. I think if I repick, I've done a more video on GCSEs, so go watch that. Maya Brown XOXO, what are your back to school essentials? I don't know. Back to school essentials, fresh pens, glue. A glue stick gets you a long way in life. Having like just being really organised, and a new bag. I like getting a new bag. You don't have to get a new bag, it's not essential, but just being organised and prepared. I don't really know, to be honest. I might do a more like a back to school essentials video, but I think I'll have to do it once I'm back in school because I don't know. I feel like I don't know what I need now until I get there because I haven't been in school for ages. And she also asked, nope, she didn't also ask. Enzel123 asked, again, what do you do with your hair for school? Normally I tie it up or I leave it down. I'm not really adventurous with my hair, or pin back my fringe, something like that. And she also asked, how do you cope with stress of school? I don't cope very well with the stress of school. I get quite irritated and I get irritable. If someone annoys me, I snap. Oh, snap. No, I just try and calm myself down and watch YouTube videos. Olivia_Crow, what to do if there is a teacher that you really hate? Talk to your tutor about it or someone that you can talk to and see if there's any chance you can get swap lessons, or if you really hate them, just kind of focus on the subject, not the teacher. I know that's really hard to do because I hated a lot of my teachers. But if you, I don't know, don't let yourself suffer, so don't get bad grades because of it. Revise at home. If it's a teacher that's bad, report them like so many times and then just try and keep up with it on your own at home. Jessie Delaney, what are your top tips for getting ready fast if you wake up late? Well, don't wake up late to start off with. That is a bad step. I'm quite good at getting up in the morning, so I don't really know. Just literally just, you don't even have to put BB cream on, just powder, mascara. If you do your brows, do your brows. Just take it in your bag to do it at school if you can, or on the bus. I have to get a bus to school, or walking to school. You can do it then. You don't have to put much makeup on, it's only school. _heartb, how do you deal with boys that haven't yet matured? Love your videos, by the way. Thanks. Haven't yet matured. Well, by the time you get to year 11, it's kind of, they're normally there, otherwise I just ignore them, to be honest. I don't really talk to lots of boys. I don't know. That's really rubbish advice. I would just literally just ignore them because they're not worth your time. They are silly little boys if they're being stupid and being mean, or I don't know. Just show them that you're more mature than them and don't give them the attention if they don't deserve it. Lauren Barnett X, how to deal with people knowing your YouTube? Well, luckily people knowing my YouTube isn't really a big problem for me. I know a lot of people have got quite big problems with people knowing their YouTube and taking the mick out of them. I just show them I don't care. If people ask me a question, I'll answer it. Like if someone says, you know, do you get paid on YouTube? I'll say yes, because I do get paid on YouTube. I'm not going to keep that a secret. A lot of people in my school, I think, find it weird, or I don't know, they don't really like that I do YouTube. I don't really get what their problem is, but anyway, I don't really care. Just don't show them that don't give them attention if they're taking the mick out of you. Just be like, and what? I do YouTube, people watch my YouTube channel. Who cares? Yeah, _Lauren Anissa, I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. How to deal with friends being bitchy. Confront them, and if they don't fix it, then just go leave them. I don't understand why people put up with having bitchy friends. Just get rid of them. That sounds really mean, but like, you don't have to have bitchy friends. You can just like walk away from them. I mean, I'd rather be sat by myself than with a load of bitchy girls. Jess_Chloe XOX, how do you get up early for school and look awake? Well, I don't ever look awake in the morning. I look half dead most of the time. I get up because I have an alarm set for 6:30, so I kind of wake up when that goes off. Then my mum comes in to make sure I'm up. And to be honest, I don't really have much of an issue. I'm not a massive morning person, but then at the same time I don't sleep in. I wake up like most days throughout the entire holidays. I've woken up 8:30 every day unless I have work, and I get about 7:30. So I'm not really a big sleeping in person anyway, so I suppose I'm kind of lucky because of that. So I don't know, looking awake wise, moisturise, make sure you wash your face in the morning. It goes all red and horrible when I do it, but then after a while you look much fresher. Make sure you use moisturiser. Try an illuminating moisturiser. Apparently the one from Simple is really nice. And yeah. Harriet14, how do you balance having a social life and getting work done? You've got to be quite strict. You've got to say, I'm doing this work before I go out, or I'm going to make sure I have time to do this work. I didn't do that very well at times. I went out and partied, well not partied, but I went out and had fun when I should have been revising, and a couple of my results show that, but not very many of them. Like I kind of managed to balance it. You've just got to think like, if I do this piece of work, then I can go meet up with my friends, and then I think that makes me get the work done quicker, to be honest, if I have some sort of an incentive. Luann _ what lessons are you taking for sixth form? I already said that. Physics, maths, history, geology. Millie Oka BX, revision tips. I've kind of covered that already. Tori _ Aiton X, how to deal with GCSE coursework. Just get it done. When the teacher says do it, just do it. Don't think, I'll do it next week. I'll do both pages next week. This is what I did with textiles. I was like, I don't really fancy doing that this week. I'll do 2 pages next week. Because you won't. And I were kind of like, for my textiles coursework, I put it off, and then suddenly I had 10 pages to do, and I was like, but then some people do it even more. Like, some people just literally leave it and have like no coursework to hand in at the end of the year, and I don't understand how they can do that because it stressed me out so much. I was constantly thinking like, oh my god, I've got to get my textiles work done, I've got to get it done, and that's what made me hate it, I think. Again, Harriet 14, tips on getting a good night's sleep. I have this app called Sleepbot, and I use it every night to record my sleep. So first thing you've got to know is how much sleep you're supposed to get. You're supposed to get, if you're a teenager, between 8.5 and 9.5 hours sleep. So I always make sure at the absolute minimum I have 8 hours. Maximum about 9.5, because I can't really sleep over that, then I get really tired. So I use that app to make sure that I am going to sleep at a decent time, because it tells you when you're setting your alarm how many hours sleep you'll get if you go to sleep then, and it gives you half an hour to fall asleep. So it's really good at tracking your sleep pattern and tracking how long you're sleeping for, and you know, all of that. I think that's my most vital way of getting, you know, a good night's sleep. Right, let's just see if I got any more questions whilst I've been doing this video. Oh, I have. Ali Mount, I'm not sure. Having your makeup stay on all day. I don't have my makeup stay on all day, it comes off halfway through the day. Revlon Colour Stay is the only thing that lasts all day. And again, she says, how to deal with people knowing about your blog / YouTube. Just, like, it's a fact. You have a YouTube or a blog, like, who cares? What difference does it make to you? You're still the same person, they are still the same people. If they're taking the mick out of you for it, or if they're pointing it out, maybe they're curious. To be honest, they're probably just curious and want to ask some questions, but they don't know how to go about asking you because they're worried what their friends are going to say, or they don't really know what to ask. They're just curious people. When they like take the mick out of you, they're either jealous or curious. And I mean, people ask me questions, like I've already said, I'll just answer them because it keeps the people away. I think that's Honna Crowley, I'm not sure, Crowley. How to keep up with GCSE work and revision. Best tips. I love you. I love you too. This is the last question, by the way. Yeah, just get it done when it's set. Don't make excuses. Don't tell yourself you'll do it later, because you won't. Revision cards. That is my best way to revise. Personally, you have to find out your best way to revise. My best way is revision cards, flashcards, whatever they're called. Like, I made thousands of flashcards for my GCSE exams. Every subject was a different colour, it was colour coded, it was pretty. If you make them pretty and fun to make, then you're going to want to make them. That was kind of what I went by. So yeah, that is all of the questions I'm doing in this Q&A. I'm sorry if you commented after this and I didn't do your question, but I really want to thank everyone who asked me a question. I did not expect to get that many in 2 hours. I was like, what? Hopefully this video will be up within the first week back at school. I go back on the 1st, and then on the 3rd. I go enroll on the 1st, back on the 3rd, and yeah, I'm really excited to go back to school. I don't think a lot of people are, but I am. So I will see you guys soon. If you have any more back to school videos that you want me to do, I know we'll probably be back at school by the time this goes up, but who cares, let's do it anyway. Then leave them below and I will see you next time. Bye!